Good evening. My name is Raynard Churchwell, and my case study is on care services at Kennesaw State University. About care services, CARE is an acronym. It stands for Campus Awareness, Resource, and Empowerment Services. And basically, what it is if a student is struggling with food insecurity, homelessness, or maybe medical bills are piling up, CARE provides that support for them. They have pantries, temporary housing, emergency funds, and pretty much they want to help students improve their well being. So, Care Services was founded in 2007 by Marcy Stidham. She's one of our counselors at Kennesaw State. It started out as a small food pantry. And the reason she started this because she saw so many students dealing with food insecurity. They didn't have enough food to last them through the night. And so far, it's blossomed into something much bigger than that. It's supported by the entire institution. Many clubs and organizations around campus support them through their donations and their events, and community partners around Kennesaw support them as well. CARE's purpose and approach. So one of the biggest things that CARE wants to promote is stability and dignity. A lot of students, don't want to feel embarrassed or, have too much pride and don't want to ask for help. So CARE gives them that stability and that confidence to say, hey, I need help. I'm struggling. I need someone to turn to or something to turn to for help. And CARE provides them with that. As I said, they offer food and emergency funds and other things. And each student works with a case manager to build individual plans to help them succeed through whatever they're going through. And it also supports retention so students don't have to leave because of their situations and helps them graduate. And as this relates to our book, The Art of Community, structured support builds trust. So students, work with these case managers and these counselors and, build a relationship with them, and they end up succeeding in the end. What CARE provides? So Kennesaw State is split into two campuses. We have a Kennesaw campus and a Marietta campus. A food pantry is located on both campuses, and students are free to take whatever they need from these pantries. Another thing CARE provides is emergency financial assistance. So maybe a student is having trouble buying books or can't cover their tuition. Students will apply online for the EA assistance, and if they're approved, that assistance will be given to them. And one more thing that CARE provides is transportation. Maybe a student has an internship they need to get to or a job they need to get to and might have a vehicle. We know how expensive Uber and Lyft are these days. So, they help with that as well. And one of the biggest organizations that work with CARE is the Ascend program. And the Ascend program is a play on words. The KSU mascot is an owl, and owls fly or ascend, if you will. And that's where the name comes from. And their biggest thing is supporting foster and homeless youth. And some of the things that they do is they have a living learning community and cohort support. So they have events throughout the year or sit downs throughout the year with students, just showing them that they're not alone. People are dealing with the same things that they are, and there's no need to feel embarrassed for asking for help. Another thing that they do is community members in the Kennesaw and Marietta areas can adopt a student, and they'll be responsible for helping them out as far as books, tuition, just giving them that support that they need. And this also relates to the art of community because shared experience builds culture. So students see that other students are dealing with the same thing they are. They won't feel alone. They can build that bond with each other and succeed together. So students behind the numbers. Excuse me. According to the U.S. Government Accountability Office, in 2020, 3.8 million college students reported experiencing food insecurity, and that's where CARE comes in. So, over the last few years, on average, CARE has provided for 5,000 students annually, and over 800 emergency financial assistance applications were filed in 2023, which was an 80% increase from the previous year. So that means that CARE is definitely getting their word out across campus. More people are learning about it, and more people are trying to get that assistance. And after talking with CARE director Lauren Fournier, she told me that 1 in 10 students at KSU have experienced housing insecurity or homelessness. So that just goes to show how much care is needed. Why care matters? Care, one of the biggest thing Care wants to do is gives you real world response to student based, basic needs. Excuse me, real world response to student basic needs and security. So pretty much what that is we all want our students to succeed at Kennesaw State, no matter where they come from, what kind of background they come from. We're all here to help them, and Care provides that help for them to help them, get to where they're trying to go. An example of it's also an example of process. We discussed process with the Art of Community book, where he talked about process is needed for a strong foundation, and inclusion with the different backgrounds and different organizations that come through and help Care. They also support holistic support. Making help seeking normal. So again, as I stated earlier, it's a big stigma about not wanting to ask for help because of embarrassment or pride. But the Fight the Stigma campaign fights is helping against that. It's a social media campaign to just steer them away from feeling embarrassed or feeling down. And they provide bodegas around campus for free food. They also have peer ambassadors across campus at orientation to tell the students about Care, and to help them open up to Care and seek that help. And everyone is welcome at Care, all students. Care has definitely had an impact in the last few years. Stats show that 90% of Care recipients have stayed enrolled and graduated. And also, emergency assistance demands rose 80%. So more people are seeking out Care and trying to get that assistance. Also, case managers monitor student progress throughout the year. It isn't you just make a plan and they leave you alone. They're with you through that whole time, so they're there to support you. And some of the things I realized what works and what doesn't. The strengths are strong institutional and community support, and data driven and relationship based success. So, building those relationships is how you build those relationships with students, and just making them feel like they're welcome and not making them feel embarrassed or down about themselves. And that's how you get more people to come. Challenges are kind of a cause and effect, if you will. It's a donation based, so the more students that want to come, get food or those resources, and if people don't donate, some students are going to be out of luck. And my final takeaways are: student success depends on basic needs, security, and every campus needs a program like Care. Every campus needs somebody to support them. And here are my references. And thank you for your time.